Have you ever wondered why some people end up paying way too much for a home and then they regret it later, right? They get the buyer's remorse. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make in your life. More importantly, in a competitive market, emotions can take over fast. So today we're talking about why people overpay for homes and, more importantly, how you can avoid making that expensive mistake. So let's dive into it. So the first one is emotional buying, okay? One of the biggest reasons people overpay for a home is emotion. They buy with emotion. They walk into a home, they fall in love with the kitchen, the backyard, or the perfect neighborhood, and suddenly logic goes out the window. So they start thinking, I have to have this house, right? And when that happens, buyers often stretch beyond what makes financial sense. The key to remember is a home is both an emotional purchase and a financial investment. You need both sides working together, okay? The other part is fear of missing out, right? FOMO. So especially in a fast-moving market, right, buyers feel pressure. They feel like they have to move fast. They hear things like, there are multiple offers. You need to decide today. This won't last, right, this house. I've seen agents say that, and as a matter of fact, on a side note, a house that has been sitting on the market for a long time, the agent will still have it in the remarks that, hey, this home won't last long, which they need to change that, okay, because obviously it is lasting long. And suddenly, right, buyers rush into an offer without doing proper research. That urgency can lead to overbidding on homes by thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Sometimes patience saves money. So never feel rushed when you're buying a home. Now, not understanding market value is another section. You know, many buyers simply don't know what the home is actually worth, okay? Just because a seller lists a home for a certain amount of money or at a certain price doesn't mean that it's true market value, okay? Some sellers will test the market. A smart buyer looks at the comparable sales, also called comps. And if you're working with a real estate agent, they should actually be doing that for you as well. So that tells the real story, what the neighborhood is selling for. Without that information, you're basically guessing what you should offer on a home. And guessing can get expensive, like I mentioned, tens of thousands of dollars, right? Another one is skipping professional guidance. You know, some buyers try to go at it alone. They skip working with an experienced real estate professional and rely only on online estimates, which is dangerous. Again, could cost you money. Or you go off of your gut instinct, which when it comes to buying a home, don't go off of your gut instinct, okay? Because that can be risky. So a knowledgeable realtor can help you understand pricing, negotiation strategy, and market trends so you don't overpay. Now, obviously I'm biased. I'm a realtor. However, it doesn't hurt to have someone in your corner who knows what they're doing, okay? So how do you avoid overpaying? Well, let me tell you. All right, first, get pre-approved and know your real budget. Sometimes I get contacted by home buyers and they say, hey, I want to see some homes. And the first question I ask is, that's great, but what are you pre-approved for? And if they haven't sat down and spoken with a lender to get pre-approved and know what things will cost at what amount, right, the max amount, not that you have to shop at that max amount, you shop for less than what you're pre-approved for, by the way. But you know, you don't want to go off of your emotional budget. You want to actually find out your financial comfort zone. What do you feel comfortable with? $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month. Okay, how much of a home will that get you? So understand what similar homes are selling for when you're looking to place an offer. Get pre-approved. Okay, that's actually the second one. I jumped ahead. But study the comps. Okay, know what homes are selling for before you place an offer. Third, don't waive inspections or key protections just to win. We saw this during COVID where people were just waiving home inspections in hopes that the seller would, you know, accept their offer. But don't ever waive home inspections. That's just dangerous, okay? And you don't want hidden issues coming up that could cost you, let's say, $30,000 when you got the home, okay, and now you're stuck fixing the foundation or whatever, or there's mold in the attic, okay, which actually is more common than you think. Winning the house but losing financially isn't really winning, okay? And fourth, Again, work with a trusted realtor who will protect your interests, not just push a sale. The goal isn't just to buy a home, it's to buy the right home at the right price so you don't overpay on the home. Now, at the end of the day, buying smart is better than buying fast. The right home should bring peace of mind, not buyer's remorse, like I mentioned earlier in this video, okay? If you're thinking about buying and you want some guidance that helps you avoid costly mistakes, seek a professional realtor. Hope you found this episode of value. I invite you to watch my other videos that I have on my YouTube channel as well. So otherwise, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.